Okay, let me make sure I'm getting all this. The optical camouflage has been installed without any issues, and we've successfully reclaimed a small part of the ground. During that process, you met a civilian riding the mother whale that had somehow altered its external appearance. Said civilian assisted you in battle, along with Mother Whale. He then gave you a map of the outside world far beyond the Ark. Am I missing anything? Putting aside the obvious, which is that none of this makes any logical sense, there was no way of knowing the veracity of the map. So I asked Burning Gum to verify its credibility. He got back to me with his findings an hour ago. It can be trusted. That's what I was told. The central government has long held intel pertaining to the outer reaches of the surface. The only issue was that we couldn't confirm certain details, and thus were unable to proceed with exploration. Anyway, when we compared the layout of this map to the current intel that we've collected, there was a 90% match. Multiple environmental scientists and terrain experts were also consulted to compare it with past data. They also came to the conclusion that this map can be relied on. Not only did you reclaim some of the surface, but you managed to obtain a credible map of the outside world without lifting a finger. That's remarkable. Now, moving on. Starting today, the Commando Squad will focus on missions related to surface exploration. First, we will dub the site you reclaimed Reclamation Site 01 and provide support both in terms of supplies and personnel. We have already started construction of an elevator that will connect the Ark with Reclamation Site 01. That site is to be your base of operations, from where you will explore the surface based on the information provided on this map. Anything you find will be of help. Resources, alternative food sources, plant life, etc. All I ask is that you keep your eyes peeled for anything and everything that will help aid the Ark. In that case, let's proceed starting from the closest area. Let's see. The site in closest proximity to Reclamation Site 01 is the Crystal region. At the risk of sounding overly simplistic, my hope is that we'll be able to secure some minerals. I'll be sending the appropriate personnel to lend you assistance in searching this area. You'll also require a designated operator to support you. However, as you're well aware, the Ark is going through a bit of a rough patch. While I may not be able to send a lot of personnel, I should be able to organize a small elite team for you. One more thing. We plan on digitizing this map in the central government's database. Any objections? Yes. Don't worry about that. Are you planning on visiting the reclamation site now? Very well. Upon your return to the Ark, we will have a celebration in your honor. I will prepare everything. I don't think you quite realize the gravity of what you've accomplished. This is something not a single person has been able to pull off in nearly a century. It's a deed worthy of commendation. So soak it in. You should head out. All quiet on that front. I've agreed to give them a low-tier TV channel in the Ark, and in return, they'll be providing us with all manner of knowledge pertaining to their skills. Nothing else has really transpired, to the point where it's almost too quiet. It's somewhat disconcerting. Ah, yes. There's one last thing I'd like to ask. Do you Desire power? I understand that you've achieved some great things. Most of all, this latest accomplishment of yours. You've excelled in everything you do leading up to this, and it's culminated in your crowning achievement thus far. However, I can't help but find it a bit strange. I never pegged you for the ambitious type. You're not after power. You're after something else. Tell me. I see. That won't be easy. You'll face no small amount of opposition. Such things are inevitable in the Ark if authority is what you're after. However, if your mind is set on that, then I will do everything I can to help. Just don't be reckless. Yes? Helping those new to the game is instinctual for old warhorses like myself. And I like my stories to have happy endings.